Hey Min, it's great to see you again. Tell us your story about how you became the non-tech startup consultant here in Seattle.
Yes, the long and winding road. I really enjoy the startup community here, and so it is interesting, and there are lots of opportunities for me to participate. I came into this having been at a couple of startups as a co-founder, and right now, and I think I'll do that again. What is happening for me now is the opportunity to really sharpen my skills by either advising or consulting with a whole range of startups that are at different stages and seeing what kind of advice and value and counsel and project work I can add to help them move forward. What I get out of that is, just building my library of learning and making me just that much sharper about how to identify opportunities and to learn.
Sounds like you're going to have a really varied day every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Give us a little bit of insight into your day. You must do a lot of running around.
I do. So I definitely have the kind of day that can start with a coffee meeting, have a lunch. Maybe I need to go heads down and get some work done. And then I have a family. So I also have to figure out how to take care of my roles at home and my volunteer commitments and things like that. So a lot of times there are conference calls or there's dinner to pick up or things that are happening. A lot of times my days may start a little bit later, but a lot of times they don't end until 9 or 10 o'clock.
Technology has really helped folks like you sort of become either a mobile professional or an untethered professional. Talk about how your workday has evolved over the last couple of years. Absolutely,
because I think that when I was a kid, I used to play office. And the idea of an office was a very fixed desk and a typewriter. Yeah, that's how old I am. And what I really like now is that with just me and my laptop bag and my mobile phone, I can be anywhere and be productive all the time on the go. And often that leads to fewer distractions and greater productivity because I don't have distractions around me of a desk with stacks of paperwork or anything like that. The uncluttered nature of mobile work actually really helps make me more productive.
And when do you get your gold work done? Do you get it done usually at the same time, or does that vary during any day of the week?
It varies, but I can tell you by and large, it's like from 2 p.m. to about 7 p.m. Those are like my golden hours. But unfortunately, like dinner falls somewhere in there, so that's always kind of a challenge. But when I've come here to Atlas, I've had some days where I can really extend that. I mean, just being able to have everything around me that I need. I need some earbuds. I can go get that. Oh, I need lunch. It's right here. And I can kind of bring everything to me and then have a very uncluttered workspace where I can just really focus on getting things done by choosing my environment. And sometimes I'll look up and I'll be the last one in the work lounge and, ready to go home.
It sounds like Atlas is really the perfect place for an untethered professional or a mobile professional such as yours. How does Atlas help you reach your goals then during the day?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Beyond just the productivity part, which is great, what I really enjoy are the conversations and connections that I'm able to make when I'm here. Sometimes it's seeing some familiar faces, and other times it's meeting someone new. I met someone new here the other day, and we exchanged business cards, and we have a chance to sort of chat for a few minutes. And that's a really effective way for me to keep meeting new people, finding out about what's going on, realizing that we have colleagues in common, things like that. So it's always sort of building those opportunities and kind of powers you up a little bit.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to your peers? Because the market is changing. There's co-working and there's incubators, accelerators. Mm-hmm. Atlas seems to be the kind of place though where folks not just work, but it's a place to get business done. Mm-hmm. How does that concept help you in your daily day or week?
Yeah, I really enjoy, I think almost every time that I schedule meetings with other people, whether it's one other person or especially if it's just maybe 2 or 3 people, I really enjoy the Atlas space. It's easy to welcome people in here. The front desk knows when they arrive. I can get everyone set up. There's good AV equipment. The spaces are comfortable and conducive to conversation without feeling like we are being too loud. So I'm able to really get things done here. And I think it just represents me well to have a nice space that I can invite people to. And I always talk about the free parking.
I bet. Okay, one final question. Atlas is a new concept. Mobile workers, untethered workers are kind of a new concept. You started working at a place like Atlas, and maybe you had certain expectations about how this would unfold for you, how your day would unfold. Tell us how maybe you've evolved as that independent or mobile or untethered worker now that you have a place like Atlas and you've acclimated to it, it's been integrated into your day.
Now what I really look at is I really look at the week ahead and I see, what's sort of on my calendar and where can I plan chunks of time to be here, because this is where I'm most productive. And when I'm very productive, it also is, I know there are those built-in opportunities as well to sort of socialize and see people. But it definitely is one of those things where when I sit down on Sunday night or Monday morning and really kind of map out the week, it's on my mind.
Thank you, Minda, very much.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
And continued success to you.
You bet.